everyone. I just looked at what I filmed last because I thought, did I film today? Because the plan was to film earlier and I obviously didn't. And I look absolutely horrific in that. I don't know if I can actually use it because I've got a super shiny face, which is fine. But my hair's like, not mega greasy, but it's greasy and a mess because I just like had it up all day and I just let it down for the video and it just looks shocking. So I might not even be able to use those clips, I don't know. So it's Monday I never know the date, is it the 27th? Yeah, so I got that right. And so dramatic. And I had a day off work today, which was an amazing feeling. I'll be really honest about that. I took it off just to not be at work. Obviously you take time off not to be at work, but there are reasons. And obviously I don't know if I'm still going to be working there when this video goes up, but I'm not happy there, and that's all I'm going to really say until I know if I'm there or not. I have been applying for jobs. I've got a job interview Friday for a job that I kind of spotted online. It was like 11 o'clock at night or something stupid like that. Applications closed at 9 AM the next morning. I knew I wouldn't have time the next morning. I think it was actually last Sunday just gone, not yesterday as in the Sunday before. And literally there was loads of questions. You filled it in on the computer on like a Word document and then you had to email it back. And I'd been doing stuff all day. I was tired, I'd had enough, and I haphazardly filled it in basically. And I was surprised when on Thursday, I think it was, I got an email from them, or was it Friday? It was Friday actually, saying that I've got through to the first round of selection. And I'm like, are they crazy? Did they read my application? Because I know I just rushed it through. I just wanted to apply for it because it sounded interesting. And I just applied for it. I didn't expect to get past the application process. Now there's 2 rounds and you go in a group of 8, so there's 7 others, and you get a tour of where it is, the job. Then you go into an assessment thing where, I think it's on a computer by the sounds of it, you have to cover 4 topics in the space of an hour, so it's basically 15 minutes each, and you have to manage your own time. And you have to answer the questions basically, and then you're free to leave. Well, once everyone's completed it, apparently you have to stay in the room till everyone's ready, then you can go. There's more than one job position. There's at least 3 that I know of because there's 3 different hours you can pick. There's 2 I'm interested in. I do want the one with the most hours. It's only an extra, I don't know, is it an extra hour or an extra 2 hours, I can't remember, a day. And then the third option is just not enough hours, it's less than what I'm doing now. And it's less pay, so I'm not going to give up the job I've got now. Even though it's the most stressful thing on the planet. I'm not just going to give it up for less hours on less pay and an earlier start, basically. So I actually put that on my application, so they're aware that I'm not willing to take the lower hours. So I obviously am going for one with the most hours. I was shocked to get that email. I was like, I thought I was actually getting sent an application and thought, what have I applied for? And I thought that's what it was, because I'd got another thing the other day for a volunteer thing, or what to volunteer for. So I just thought it was one of them. So I was absolutely gobsmacked when it was like, you've got round 1 of selection, and I'm like, and then I read back like my application and it was like, how did I get through on that? Because it isn't that amazing, and it's blown me away. And then I thought, I don't really want the job. I don't mean that in a horrible way, but obviously I looked at this job, I read the job description, but I didn't realise the in-depthness of it. I know that's not a word, but I feel like I could do 95% of the job, but there's just this other part of the job that I'm not too sure on if I could do or not. But I wouldn't know until I'm in that position, so I don't know. I've thought about it over the weekend and I decided basically I will go to the first round of assessment, but I know I'll pass that. So then I'm going to get the next stage after that is you get can't remember, through to the second round, which is interviews, and the interviews in front of 5 people, which is kind of intimidating. It's like the main person of the place that it is. I'm not giving anything away. It's kind of along the areas or similar, but more intense in the area that I work in now as my main job. And then there's 4 other people as well, and I'm like I don't know if I could cope with that, but I did decide I'm going to go for the first round. A, because it's experience, because, you know, it will be good experience, because I've never really been on job interviews. I've just turned up for jobs and got them instantly, or like clients have come to me with their work that they want doing. The only real job interview I had was for the job that I'm in now, and that wasn't easy, but it was easier than what I presume it's going to be if I get through to the second round, which I'm pretty sure I will definitely get round to that. And then I was like, because I was talking to someone about it today, and I said, look, I've got this job interview. I said, I'm definitely going to go for the interview, but I don't think the job is for me. And she said, well, you know, you don't have to accept the job if you get it. I said, I know I'm definitely going to get through to the interview round, because I know, like, what the questions are about, because it gives you, like, a thing anyway. Because on Saturday I got a letter which was identical to the email, basically. So I know that I'm definitely going to get through to the interview stage. I just know, because I know the areas the questions are in, and I know I'm just going to blitz it. I know I'm not like overconfident about things, but I just know, based on my experience and things, that I'm definitely going to get through to the interview stage. And then if I'm not a nervous wreck and don't like go and hide in a corner or under a table, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the job, or get offered one of the jobs. And like the person I was speaking to today said, I can turn it down, but then I'll feel bad for turning it down. But I just feel like the job isn't for me, but I just want to go to the interview for the experience, basically. So luckily I'm off Friday. It's worked out that way for once, because they swapped my days without me asking. Well, it wasn't by request, but my manager wants me to work Thursday instead of Friday, because she wants me to do something on Thursday. So I'm free Friday, because obviously I'm going to the Christmas market, but I've got to be where I'm going at 5 to 9, ready to start at 9. And it's like, oh my god, I've got to get there even earlier than I've got to get to work. And then I know where it is, but I'm going to do a test run one evening this week, and I need to confirm that I'm going, because I've literally just spoke to someone about it today. I'd already decided I was going, but I need to confirm that I'm going, just because it's good experience for me. It's no, and maybe I'm being selfish about it, but I just want to go for the experience. Basically, that's what I want to do. So I'm stepping out my comfort zone, and I'm going for it, and I know I'm going to blitz the assessment. So then the decision is, am I going to do the interview? And I'm not 100% yes on that at the moment. Another reason why, even if it was the job I wanted, because there is like a couple of things that put me off, and I'm not going to get into it because it'll mean I'll give away what job it is, but it is looking after, being around vulnerable people. Like my job now is being around vulnerable adults. I know I'm in the office side, but I do have contact with them and things like that. This is like on a different level, because obviously I'm a manager now, I won't be a manager there, so it's a step down, but it's more hours, and I do need more hours because I need more income, because I'm not earning enough at the moment. It's really difficult at the moment, because, you know, I'm not happy with my job. It's causing me like issues and upsets and stuff, and I need to have more income, so I need to be doing at least another 10 hours a week, which really I need to be doing more, but that would be a start. And I feel like I've built up to it by being where I am from July, so it's July, August, September, October, November. Not done December yet, and I know I had a month off, but when I went back it didn't feel like I'd been off at all. But I do know I can do it, and I know I can do more hours. Like when I first started working where I am now, week 2 and 3, well 2, I did a lot of hours and it was intense, but I could do it and it was fine. So it's what I want. I finish at 3:30 every day, which kind of just gives away one of the possible places I could be working. And you know, I would go to the supermarket on my way home. I'd be home for like 4:15. Now I get home for around 2, 1/4 past, 1/2 at the latest, so it's not much difference. It does mean leaving earlier in the morning because I've applied for 2 positions. One is to start at 8:30 and one is to start at 9. I would prefer to start at 9 and finish at 3, but just because you get longer, I've applied for the one. Well, I've applied for both, but my main choice would be 8:30 till 3:30, because that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. How can that be 7? 8:30 to 9:30, 10, 9 to 10, 11 to 12, 10. I think that's 7 hours a day. I don't know how that works. Yeah, I think it is. Who knows? But the other job is like, but they'd offer you whichever, like, they ask you to pick, like, preference. My preference would be 8:30 till 3:30. Second choice would be 9 till 3. So depending on how much they want you, they'll offer you whichever slot. So there's at least 3 jobs going, because there's those 3, there's those 2, and then there's another one. I think it's something like 11 till 1 or something, the other one. So I'll see what I get, what offer. So I don't know how many get through to the second stage, but I'm presuming they're trying to narrow it down to half. Or I think it'll depend on how many positions there are. And they have to think like, what as if they're all good. They're probably going to want to knock it down to half. And then if there's 3 jobs, it's like a 1 in 3 chance basically. I actually feel like I'm coming down with something as well, which I'm not happy about. So anyway, that's Friday basically. I'm going to go, and then we're going to have a half an hour tour of the place. Then we're going to go into this assessment, and then leave like an hour later. So it's going to be like 11:15. Got to come home. I'm probably going to go to the shop, so I'll be home at 11:30. Then I've got an hour to change, and then I'm going, weather permitting, to the Christmas market, and hopefully I'm not sick. So I woke up this morning, well actually last night I went to bed, weren't feeling well at all, just feeling a bit fluey and run down. I was like, no, not today, please not today. Well, yesterday. And then I woke up and I was exhausted, and I tried to go back to sleep, but my mind was like, no, I'm awake, you're not going to sleep, no way, you're not going to sleep again. So I got up, and I didn't really get much done. I'm still down because of the police and the harassment and the police pulling, the police whatever, and I didn't get much done. Hello, beautiful girl, I love you. So what? You're so cute. You're my little favourite doggy girl. Girl doggy. Yeah. Yeah, and then I got up and I was like, can't be bothered with today. Even put a jumper on, I was cold. It feels cold now, but I think I'm blocking the heat out, drying that, but that's dry now. And hello, what you looking at? Are you looking at me? So yeah, unfortunately. And then I got up and I made a hot Ribena. I prefer Ribena to Vimto. And honey, lemon and ginger. I'm going to have another one of them actually. I had 2 cold and flu capsules. And like, I had my breakfast. Went and had a bath. Because my legs were like really aching this morning as well. And I think I got out of the bath and they were aching. And I thought, oh, the cold and flu capsules work well. But obviously it's the bath. Might be a combination of both. Had a shower, got ready. And then I went out about 20 to 2. I was meant to leave at 1:30, but I still managed to get where I needed to go. And then I thought I should have had my tablets before I went out, because I took them at 10, and I could have took them and had them, but I didn't have like my second dose until about 6:30, so they've not been in my system that long. And then I've been sat here and I'm like getting more and more unwell. Like, I'm not super unwell, and I'm hoping it doesn't get really bad, but like my legs are starting to ache again, and my throat's getting scratchy and stuff. And I always worry when my throat gets scratched, because it normally means I'm coming down with something. And I'm very tired, and I've got a lot of stuff to do tonight. I'm just about to edit the video that's going to go up on the 2nd. And then I'm going to upload a video overnight. Well, as soon as I've finished editing that. That'll take quite a while, because it's a 20-minute video. I need to open it in Movie Maker. And then that takes a while to open it, for some reason. And then I'm going to edit it, and then I'm going to save it, and it takes about an hour to save because it processes. And then over the day tomorrow I'm going to upload that, and then I need to schedule it, and yeah, that's going up on the 2nd. I need to schedule a lot of videos today, like a lot of videos for, I got 3 more to schedule for Friday. Then I want to schedule Sundays. Mondays is already scheduled, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is already scheduled, Friday and Saturday, and Sunday, so then exactly a week's worth of videos, because I've got the footage up at the moment. Then I need to, maybe, that's going to take a while, I need to do my ironing for work for the week. Luckily I've only got 3 days of work, and I want to read a chapter of the book that I'm reading. I think it's called The Couple Next Door, and that's it. But it's like 7:15 now. I want to edit that video before 8, and then upload the one that's currently processing, and that'll probably take about 5 hours to upload. So when I go to bed, I can then try and upload at least 2 off here for this channel for December. And yeah, that's a really long update, but that's where things are at the moment. I'm tired, I'm feeling crappy. I'm actually, as soon as I get that video to start opening, it'll take about 20 minutes to open. I don't know why, but whatever it does, it does. I'm going to go and get changed. I'm in black jeans, and then this top, and then I've got on my Oxford boots. And yeah, it's all about preparing for work tomorrow, and I want to get up like at least 5 minutes earlier than I have been. I think I've been getting up at like 7:25, 7:30, 20 to 8, and it's just not enough time, especially now I want to start getting to work earlier, or at least like more than like 5 to 9 would be good, but it means leaving here at like 25 to 22 at the latest to do that, which means me getting up earlier because I just can't seem to get moving fast in the morning. So that's the plan for tomorrow. This is going to go back on charge now. When I finish editing all the videos that I've got to edit and uploaded them all over the course of this week before Friday, because I want this memory card to be completely clear for Friday. I did have a spare battery, but I don't know where it is and I can't afford to buy another one. But I'm going to try and get these videos on this computer, but it means editing and uploading all week to be able to do that, to make up the space, so then this memory card's clear. So that's where we are, that's what's going on. I feel like crap. I'm going to have a honey, lemon and ginger